Hello, beautiful souls. I'm here to finish up the mid-months of April. Finally. I was having some internet issues and I could only squeeze out my personal readings, and I apologize. Thank you for your patience. So we are going to see who's next for this mid-month of April, and then we're going to start May's and get them finished. Taurus. Taurus, you are next. Let's pull out your runes. And remember, if you find something here that you can use for the mid-months, hit that like button. If you find something that someone you know can use in their life, go ahead and share that with them. We love to share healing around these parts. And if you want to hear more from me, subscribe and comment. I love comments because I love to know how the energy plays out in your life. Okay? And let's see what we got here. Okay, let's talk about your runes for a second. Let me focus on them. Taurus, it feels like you have a lot of problems, conflicts, or issues regarding your come up. Or money, or making something happen. Okay, so it's like you're trying to grow something, whether this be a relationship, your money, your job situations. I wish it didn't even matter, did it? Your job situations, your money, having just an overall better experience. It's like you're having trouble with that in the mid-months, or something is in the way. Lord have mercy. Okay, something feels like it's not true. Like maybe someone told you about a situation, or you found something out, and there's some aspect of a lie put into it. Either someone lied to you, or you feel lied to, or everything that you've been doing feels like a lie. There's conflicting energy in there. So you definitely feel separated from your life. It goes like this. Yeah. So you feel separated from your life. It's almost like, not that you were okay with it, but you knew what was happening. And it's like you wanted to see how it was going to play out, or what was going to happen first. Something just doesn't feel truthful, and you're going to feel really separated from what you feel like life is. Or how your life is. Everything just gets more complicated for you, Taurus, unfortunately. So the first thing I'm seeing, Taurus, is maybe like some money didn't come in. So either some money didn't come in for you and it was supposed to, and you feel like it was a trick, or that someone lied to you. Or something that you thought would work didn't work. Like you realized that something wasn't the best judgment that you could have made for yourself. So either you find something out, and you had a choice in the matter. And what I mean by that is you chose to be within this situation, or to wait, or to hold on, or to be involved in this. Okay? Either hoping that it would come to you, or that someone would give to you. But you're starting to feel like that was not the best thing to do. Kind of like you should have took some answer, or you should have took some action, or made something happen, or realized that something wasn't, like, made preparations in case that thing didn't happen or it didn't work out. But it's because it's interesting because you have an open channel, like a connection with whatever this is. It's either a person or, okay, if it's a person, you were hoping that your miscalculation or misjudgment of this person was just misguiding, and that they had changed, the situation had changed, because maybe this person confessed their love or decided that they wanted to be a part of things with you. They decided they wanted to try to make this work. They decided that they wanted to be in this thing and do this thing with you. But you're starting to realize that that had its limitations. So it had its limitations, it had its points where it wasn't going to make it. It wasn't going to get all the way there. This is interesting because the energy is kind of specific. But I'm trying to generalize this as much as I can for everyone else, if that makes any sense. So, for those of you waiting on money, you felt like this money was owed to you, or this loan or this job, something was owed to you and you didn't get it. And it was something that was gracefully given. It's not like it was... It's interesting because you feel... It's like, I feel like this is owed to me, but it was gracefully given. It's not like mandatory. It doesn't feel like mandatory. Like they didn't have to do this, or they didn't have to offer you this job. It's something weird like that. So now you're trying to figure out what to do for the future. Whether this be in this relationship or not. It's like, I have to decide what kind of love I want. What kind of love do you want, Taurus? What kind of situation do you want to be in? You have to put an end to a cycle of giving to someone who's not giving it back to you. It's coming to a point now where you understand both sides. You understand the trickery. You're not being tricked at this point, okay? You understand what's happening and you're choosing to give to it. There's no hope in this situation, but yet and still you're very grounded to whatever this is. And that's something that it's disconnecting you from feeling that full scheme of love that you're giving that you want to get back, okay? Because if you look here in your overall energy, the Page of Cups is very much childish in the way that they over-exaggerate how they're feeling. They over-exaggerate the message. They over-exaggerate the situation. And that's what's happening here. It's like the over-exaggeration of this connection, or that this was going to be the thing that saves you, or this was the moment or the time, you know, like that kind of thing. And realizing that this may be a weak point in your life. This person may be a weak jab for you, but you got to face some things. It looks like you have to face some things. A lot of you are blocking yourself from being happy because you're making bad judgments. And it's right at the... It's not like you're thinking about it overly. It's just like you have a moment where you're like, I can't do this. Or, this is too much for me. That's what it is. It's like, it's just one moment. You're not trying to nurture yourself. It's almost like, for some of you, you want to believe in love, but you're connecting and nurturing to people that you shouldn't be, that you don't have that connection to. But you're not giving a chance to the real people you do have that connection to. And you know why? It's because it takes real work. What they're saying to me is, Taurus, you're going to find somebody, and it's really going to make you look at yourself, okay? Kind of like the life that you have set up for yourself, or what it is that you feel like how you should learn or how you should be. It's really going to tap that for you. And it's really going to make you do some shadow work, because what you necessarily love or what's best for you won't fit into your box. It's very interesting, okay? But you've been making decisions to love or choose someone right off the bat that you think that you can marry. I don't know. This is very strange. But yeah. You gotta put an end. You gotta put an end to giving to things that aren't gonna grow. You got to. Yeah, you may be worried about what your family thinks, and that stops you from making the changes in your life, or what the future will look like, or something like that, instead of like enjoying love, you know? For some of you, it's like you're seeing new love in someone else, but something isn't there. Like the conversation isn't there. The idea, it's not the connection, but the conversation just doesn't seem to be there, with someone else. And you're making the wrong choices in love. They're based on the wrong things. This took a left turn. This must be for somebody specific. Yeah, there's somebody that you should take a risk on. You need to stop worrying yourself about it. It could be another earth sign, actually. You could be trying to deal with also a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And I feel like you're trying to make this person love you, or you're trying to move things forward. Yeah, you're trying to start something new, but it's not going to catch on. It's not catching on with that person. So whoever this earth sign is, yeah, there's somebody that you were dealing with there's a lot of back and forth with. Unfortunately, it's not the time for that person. You do have love for them, though. I can see that, but it's just not the time to be with that person. And the person that you need to be with is a person that's going to change your perspective. It's different than anybody you ever thought about, and it's somebody that you have fun with. So yeah, it's time to get together, get it together, especially with your ideas of love and like over exaggerating people or situations. And whatever these weaknesses are that keep you from connecting with people that you really connect with, you need to face those for sure. They keep telling me to look under this card. Yeah. You got to narrow down your confusion, okay? You got to figure out what's best for you. When it comes, love is a fickle thing. And when it comes down to love, it can change. A lot of people get very focused on one person, and that's okay if you're married and it's worth holding on to, and it's a whole thing. I don't even want to get into it, but if it's worth working on, you know, if you have that connection and those things in common and stuff like that. But if you're just dating someone or have a crush on someone, why hold on to it for years if it's not getting anywhere, if it's not moving forward? You know, try something new. We live in a buffet full of people, you know what I mean? All right, I'm done. So let's get into your oracle cards. I feel like my brow was furrowed that whole time. This reading was troublesome to me, Taurus. I'm like, okay. So Taurus, mid-month, April. Your first card is discernment. Discernment talks about putting an end to something. Okay? It's almost like it's time. It's time to put an end to something. It's time to move on. Because it's clouding your mind. It's clouding your judgment. There's so many unlimited possibilities for you out in this world, Taurus. And it's time for you to release yourself. It is. It's time for you to release yourself. Somebody that you think is worth waiting on is not worth waiting on. Okay? It's time for you to let go of negative thinking. Seriously, some of you have negative thinking about a person that you have created. That's very interesting. That's probably for someone specific. You've created some negative stigma about a person to stay away from them, but I don't really think that they're bad. I think you're just scared to connect with them. And then for some of you or all of you, there's someone that you feel like you need to keep trying to work on, and you just need to let that go. Okay. It's like, they're telling me like the connection's just not there. It's not there. Okay. It's not there. It's not going to happen. Da 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 da. Study. So the first thing that I'm hearing here is getting to know yourself in love, getting to know yourself again. What are your non-negotiables? What can you deal with? What can you not deal with when it comes to a relationship? What do you need to have? Okay. What kind of person do you want to be with? honestly. And this is not about how the person looks or some kind of characteristics that they have, but how do you want to feel in a relationship? What makes you happy? What makes you smile? Who makes you smile? And that's what's happening here. It's like you need to relearn that. So instead of basing it off of what you think love should be, okay, or what someone else told you growing up love should be, how do you feel? So it's like connecting with someone else, coming into a love relationship and doing a clean slate. So not bringing in any of your own biases or how you feel. Biases, not how you feel. And basing it off of how you feel about this person. Your discernments. Is this a good person? Is this a bad person? Does this person make me smile? But this person isn't usually my type. Should I try? Obviously. You know? So I'm going to leave that there. Thank you, Taurus. I love you. And I will see you for May readings. Blessings. Bye-bye.